In this video, we're going to show you how we design a Welsh love spoon. The benefit of this video, what we start off looking at is the equipment that we're going to use. So for designing a love spoon, some of the things we use: a ruler, a pencil, a rubber if you make any mistakes, a board with a piece of paper on, and a pair of scissors for cutting out. So that's the equipment we're going to use for this one. But that's not the starting point then for designing a love spoon. So what is our starting point? Well, for us, and something that we sort of take note on above everything else is what is your love spoon? What is the story of your spoon? What's the message that you want to get across? Because you can carve some beautiful and elaborate love spoons, but what does it mean? And that is basically what we do when we're designing something, is we start off with an idea, and then everything comes from that idea. So in this example, what I'm going to do is I'm actually designing a love spoon for my wife as a present for Valentine's Day. So you start thinking, well, what can you do? What's important? What's significant? And it's really a simple message that I want to get across through this love spoon, just a simple message of I love you. So I want to portray that in my love spoon. So that's the design that I'm going to sort of develop. But then you start thinking about the other person. Think about the recipient, who the love spoon is for and who they are, and what's important to them. So that is actually how we go through the process of designing a love spoon. And when we're working on bespoke spoons especially, that's what we try to get the other people then, that's what we try to get them to think of, is what they really want to portray through their love spoon. So if I focus on this example then, my wife is from Barcelona, and her father then is from the region of central Spain, a little village called Aragoncillo in the middle of La Mancha. So what I thought would be appropriate, my wife would have spent a lot of time in that town growing up, would have spent all of his summers there. And we're lucky enough that in that town they have a lot of this wood. It's juniper, and we bring this across. When we get a chance to go over there, we bring it back with us. We get this sent back to us, and it's a beautiful wood. It's got a beautiful perfume to it, and it's got lovely colours in it. But it means something a little bit more special for her, because there's a lot of memories growing up, and there's a lot of thoughts of spending time in that place that's wrapped up then in this wood. So the wood that I'm using is actually telling part of the story. It has a meaning. So that is why we've chosen that. This method of design is a method that we use, is quite a sort of tried and tested method. So the first thing that we do, we draw a line just like so. As we're explaining, you're always sort of thinking in that person and the message that you want to portray to them, the message you want to portray in your love spoon. So as I mentioned, I want to portray in this love spoon a simple message of I love you. So what we're going to do, I think that the heart, a simple heart, is a very appropriate way to portray that message. Okay? So we're just going to draw a simple heart, just like so. Now, by using that line down the centre, what we're going to do, we're going to design on this half, and we're going to replicate it. The background with that, Dad was a carpenter and joiner, so symmetry is something that he always likes in his design. But symmetrical designs are also aesthetically pleasing. They're nice to the eye. So you're giving yourself an advantage if you're designing a symmetrical Lovespoon, because it already looks appealing to the eye. So that is a little loop on the top, because you've got to think of practicalities. How are you going to hang the Lovespoon? How is it going to be displayed? If you're not going to hang the Lovespoon, it's not a problem. But if you are going to hang your Lovespoon, then you need to think about that practicality of how am I going to hang my Lovespoon. Now then, we're just going to bring a little piece down there like so. And this then will be the stem of the Lovespoon. So we're just going to bring that in. Just like so, and I almost want like a little, we call it almost like a little diamond shape then. So we're going to come out like that, just like so. And then the bowl of our Lovespoon, you're always sort of thinking, how do I get the proportions correct? So if you go too small with your bowl, it's losing that balance. And equally, if we go very, very big, again, it's out of balance. So if you can have a degree of symmetry top and bottom as well, it's all the time making that Lovespoon more aesthetically pleasing, nicer to the eye. Key message of this video is to organize what you're doing in the correct order. You think of your message and your story that you want to put into your Lovespoon. That is the first thing that you do. You don't design something and try and sort of shoehorn in an idea afterwards. For us then, we would basically see that as the wrong way round. You get your idea, your story, your message clear first, and then afterwards you would design your Lovespoon. And the beauty with the Lovespoon, there are no rules or regs, so you can use all sorts of different designs, different ideas, different themes. And that's the process of how you can go about designing your Lovespoon. There you have it. That's a simple little guide for how you can go about designing a Welsh Lovespoon. We hope the video will be useful. We've done that especially for Joe. He requested that video, so hopefully that will be useful to you and give you some ideas for how you can go about designing your own Welsh Lovespoons. Remember that key point. It's not the sort of intricacy of your carvings, it's not the complexity of the design. Those things, they don't really matter. The key part is the story and the message that you portray. The most simple messages can be portrayed most powerfully in very sort of simple designs. So keeping things simple, there's a lot to be said for doing that. Thank you all again for watching. If you enjoy what we do, remember to subscribe. Put a comment below if there are any videos or any areas that you would like us to focus upon. And if you've enjoyed it, don't forget to put a little like. But again, thank you all, and we'll be back soon with more videos.